Most job seekers admit that the 15-10-2 approach makes sense. But some remain skeptical about making it happen every day. In time, resources become exhausted and opportunities to interact with people become limited. Or so they think. These same job seekers fail to recognize that they naturally do similar activities in their day-to-day lives. For example, imagine that you've just moved to a new city and that you desperately need a haircut. Assuming you don't know anybody in the area, what would you do? Where would you go? When placed in this exact situation, one person turned to the internet to find a barber. He could have also looked in different directories, or he might have simply talked to people he met. He searched for businesses in that city, such as salons, barbershops, and beauty schools. In less than 5 minutes, he found over 400 places where he could get his haircut. Think about it. If you were looking for a job as a hairdresser, you would have over 400 potential resources already identified, and it took less than 5 minutes to find them. By identifying 15 new resources daily, you control your job search situation. You now have something to fall back on when other aspects of your search don't go as planned. You now have companies to research and specific job openings to find. Okay, so let's say that through your research you find the ideal job opportunity. What do you do next? You send a resume to apply for the job, right? And if you're a typical job seeker, that's where you'd stop. Great, 1 contact and only 9 more to go. Fortunately, there's a more effective way to get your 10 daily contacts and to get a job. Like the typical job seeker, go ahead and send your resume, your first contact. But don't stop there. Once sent, call or visit the employer, second contact, and briefly introduce yourself to whoever answers the phone or greets you in the office. Remember your me in 30 seconds. Explain that you just sent a resume to officially apply for a job. Ask if they can verify that they received it. You'll never get a job unless the employer knows you're interested. While you're talking, ask a couple of quick questions about the position or company to learn about the employer's specific needs. And here's a secret. Ask a question the person is not able to answer. Hopefully, you'll be referred to somebody who can give you the answer. Nice, huh? In larger companies, this might be the Human Resources Department, your third contact. When talking to human resources, take the same basic approach. Ask 2 to 3 questions about the position or company to learn about the employer's specific needs. Again, try to ask a question that the person is not able to answer, hoping that you will be referred to the manager who is doing the hiring. But before you go, make sure to thank the human resources representative for his or her time and all the helpful information. In your conversation, you'll likely identify things you wish you'd have highlighted in the application process. Ask the human resources representative if it would be all right to add this detail to your resume. If so, ask if it would be all right to forward your updated resume directly to him or her. Fourth contact. Now, on to the hiring manager, fifth contact. The same basic strategy applies here. Briefly ask 2 to 3 questions to better understand the employer's needs and the details of the position you're seeking. Here, the intent is not to ask questions that can't be answered, only to find ways you can provide value to the employer. Again, be sure to thank the hiring manager for his or her time. And again, offer to forward your updated resume. Sixth contact. Your next 2 contacts could come from people within your network, friends, family, business associates, and others. Simply let them know you've applied for a position with this particular employer. Ask if they know anybody who currently works there or who has previously worked there. Maybe you'll find someone such as a customer or competitor who'll talk to you about the position and the organization's needs. Talking to 2 of their referrals would provide you with all 10 daily contacts. Now, if you meet in person with the people in your network or their referrals, you would also have more than 2 face-to-face contacts. That's 10 contacts and 2 face-to-face meetings for 1 job opening. Just think how many more contacts you could have and the impression you would leave if you followed simple business etiquette and sent each individual a thank you note for their time. Now that's a winning job search.